Welcome to Africa Boss. It's your boy Yao Bantu. How you going? Is Nigeria going through a revolution? A country of 200 million people, depending on where you read the stats now. 200 million people in Nigeria. Well, that's what they say. I don't know. It's the most densely populated country in Africa. So 200 million people, maybe it could be, when we say 200 million people in Africa, we mean 300, maybe. We don't know. But is it an Indian thing that there are 1.34 billion people in India, but there are 500 million other Indians in the world, and you wonder, how many altogether? But 2 billion something Indians? Can we apply that to Nigeria? Yeah, well, there's just lots of people in Nigeria, and there's lots of Nigerians around the world. Now, in the land of Nollywood, possibly the best movies ever produced. That's debatable. I don't remember watching, when I first started watching Nigerian movies a long time ago, I was like, oh, this is bad. But I must admit, since then, Nigeria has improved so much so that the latest movies of Nollywood are pretty good, very good. So this is also a land of mega pastors and mega churches and, jet-setting pastors that own these fancy jets. The majority of the church members don't have that ration. 100% of the congregation, meanwhile, this is another story. But that's Nigeria for you, a very interesting country. 40 or 50% of this population, they live below the poverty line. They're quite poor. So that is a paradox of Nigeria. Now, the reason why I say, I mentioned that they're all over the world, Nigerians, is because you meet Nigerians of clever, business-orientated, industrious people, but then you compare the current picture of Nigeria, it just doesn't add up. Something is quite wrong. And SARS revolution, this protest, which is a fight to disband the special anti-robbery squad, has it turned into something else? People are hoping that it has actually done that. People are demanding for good governance, getting rid of corruption, provision of better services. I saw David presenting to the Inspector General the grievances of the people, and he was passionate about it. He says this might not just be about SARS, it's about all those other things. So a revolution in Nigeria will be good for Africa. Maybe Africa can have a break. Better. Or is it the third revolution? Because the first revolution, we got rid of the colonial masters, and then we replaced those colonial masters with despots who never helped our country. They were worse than the colonial masters because they were Africans who took from Africans, and then we replaced those with democracy. And the Democrats haven't done any better. They've been just as corrupt, if not worse, than the despots. So we probably need a break. Will this be a revolution? A revolution, if Nigeria succeeds, the whole Africa succeeds. Maybe this revolution could pass on to the next country and the next country, and then we can move forward. This continent has everything to even survive on its own without any other intervention from any other continent. So keep up with the protest Nigeria, and we'll see what happens, and we'll see what goes on. Our brother David Adjaye, who has won the Royal Gold Medal, the biggest honor in the architecture profession. He is a prominent actor, and he's been great over the years. And some of it must be the jollof in Ghana. Was it the yam? This man is Ghanaian. He was born in Tanzania. Well, maybe the Tanzanians, maybe in Southern Africa, they might say it must be the Sadza or the Sima or Chima, whatever you call it, whatever you're in Southern Africa. Maybe we can claim that because our brother has done really, really well. They ended up in Britain, and that's where his citizenship is. But he's very, very involved in African affairs. Some of his best works are the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C., Ruby City in San Antonio, Arara Concept Store in Lagos, even the Moscow School of Management in Russia, and other parts of the world. Now, this brother was hired, by Putin's people. They looked around, where is that African? look around the world, we need the African to have. They must tell you that the brother is great. So it's 175 years of history. For the first time in 175 years, a black man and an African has been rewarded with that honor. So we celebrate Africans, we celebrate him. He deserves it, and we're also proud of him. So keep it here, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.